it, and then you miss the gold that is every word that comes out of my mouth. We got
because of the fact that they know that you could potentially go ahead and do that.
Oh, I see.
Well, hopefully we are live. At this point, we don't know. We're gonna find out at some point. Oh, we did it! Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, for letting us be live. Sorry, we played the Wu-Tang Clan. Blame Chris Jackson. It's all his fault.
You selected the music. You had the chance to change it. You could have picked Barry Manilow.
You probably would have got zucked for that too, though.
I like that.
Look at you using terms like zucked all of a sudden.
I've always used terms like zucked. Like, that's zucked up.
All times that I've heard you use that term before, I just used it fun.
Me and everybody else. Me and everybody else. Well, now that we are officially live, let's get this party started. Chris, you ready? Who are we missing? I feel like we're missing somebody, no?
Nope, we got Dylan, Josh.
The AFC South fan battle. My name is Samantha Warnett and Jackson.
Hi, yo. Hopefully we'll leave Rivers out to pasture, but that's neither here nor there.
Singing a different tune than you did before. Joining us for...
Same tune, different episode.
Oh, got it. Joining us for the Colts, we have Josh Sr.
Hello.
Oh, what is this? Hello. Since we have Dylan Cieslik.
What's going on, guys?
I figured you would say, like, first win or something like that. But it's okay.
It was the Jaguars. Doesn't count.
Oh.
Oh man.
Well, that's a good segue, because joining us for the Jaguars, we have Todd Clary.
Guess what, everybody? Dylan made the list.
The list. And joining us from across the pond, our favorite Scottish troll, Scott Robertson.
Okay, translator ready? I'm here.
No, we don't need a translator for you talking, just when you're saying numbers, and when you say 6'3", it sounds like sexy.
I have no idea. That's what he just said.
Well, we thank you guys. I do want to mention our sponsors before we start. Sports Host. Right now, they are launching an intern program. They're looking for people who are in college and maybe are in school for marketing or anything to do with sports fanatics especially, to intern. It's something that will look really good on your resume. And they're also looking for founding fans to help build these different groups. If you're a fan, anything from the NFL, women's soccer, doesn't matter what it is, content for them. Also other podcasts and content creators, and there is money involved. Everybody likes money. So with that being said, if you want any more information on it, or you can find the information on the AFC South Fan Battle podcast page. That's good news, right? Everybody likes money. It's 2020.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but money in 2020. Or not having money in 2020. Well, guys, we haven't had a lot of NFL news to talk about. For the most part, it's just been like, oh, the Titans are ruining everything and stuff like that. So, but we actually do have some NFL news this week. So, I do want to kick it off with us discussing this. First of all, I was sitting around the house last night minding my own business, like I always do, because I have nothing better to do than mind my own business, because I'm a jack. All of a sudden, my phone's like, ga-ding, 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 ga-ding. Le'Veon Bell's dropped. I'm like, geez. I mean, I just had, like, all these things. What do you guys think, what happened with that? Because that was so sudden. It was so out of nowhere. I don't know. It was crazy. What's going on with that?
So let me get this straight. The guy that held out the entire year last year is having trouble with his new team.
Yes.
Shocker. I think the Jets looked at the Jaguars and said, "Hey, they just cut their running back. Maybe we should do that too." And they did it. Also, it's Le'Veon Bell. Like, who was surprised? Not me.
Yeah. What are you gonna say, guys? You go first.
No, go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead.
I was gonna say when they were all at the Steelers, they all made it out as if Big Ben was the problem, and I'm starting
Le'Veon before you get rid of Gase. But once again, this is the Jets. So, I mean, something's bound to be backwards this year. Well, okay, a few things are bound to be backwards this year.
I mean, I think the Jets, they want Trevor Lawrence. I think that's something that's what ownership wants. Who knows what these players do? Like, it could be like the Texans, where all the players rejoice and they go out and play I mean, I know, like I said, I know it's the Jaguars, but they go out and play a great game. They didn't really make too many mistakes. Look how happy they are. You go and the Jets do that, and then they might lose their chance on Trevor Lawrence if that's actually what ownership wants with Trevor Lawrence. So I think you might be seeing Gase for at least a good part of the season.
I see.
Lawrence and Le'Veon Bell will go run somewhere else. It'll happen. In a couple weeks, he'll be running somewhere else, where they don't have a running back. And Gase has been garbage everywhere he's ever been. So who's shocked?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks.
Gase is the problem, and Le'Veon Bell is just not Le'Veon Bell. Like, you have to ignore history? So I mean, this is the we watch now, where someone likes to tweet, and there's a problem. So
Yeah.
I thought, did this game, coach this game, but apparently they're just a bunch of bitches who sit around and like each other's tweets and like each other's pictures on Instagram, and that's how business gets done. So congratulations, the NFL is now the NBA.
Fair enough.
I think we should sign him. I think we should sign Bell.
Yes, please.
That-
Asking. That's what you're doing right now. You're like, please give us cancer. Pass. You can have him.
Besides that, I do want to talk about the problem in Dallas that happened. And I don't care who you're a fan of. That was the most depressing thing to see Dak Prescott go down. And then also, I literally probably shed a tear when Jason Garrett ran off the sidelines to go check on him and stuff. That was really, really rough. Just don't have a heart if you didn't feel bad for him in that moment. No contract. Literally his ankle flipped. Like, that was just crazy. So, where do the Cowboys go from here? Really short synopsis.
Nowhere. I mean, they'd be decent, but Eagles is going to win the NFC least. So I don't see Dallas going anywhere with Andy Dalton.
I'm actually going to say that maybe actually the Washington football team might do it. I think they might come half decent, something half decent, just because of that defense.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it weird? I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but Alex Smith came in a game, had arguably an equally horrific injury. And I hadn't even heard about it because I don't watch bad football, so I don't watch the NFC East. I had better things to do with my. But I heard about the Alex Smith story, and I was like, you know what, good for him. Like, that's good. The guy, it's a comeback story, all that shit. And then like 4 hours later, we weren't talking about it anymore because of what happened to Dak. And like, it's awful. It's awful. Like, I had to Google a picture of it before I came on because I'm not a fan of seeing horrific injuries. Just not a fan of it. And yeah, it's bad. And like, what are you gonna do? This is why guys sign injury contracts, and this is why guys, fight for more and more money. Where medical technology will probably build him a new ankle, and he'll be stronger than he ever was before. And that's just, ankles and knees are the things that generally tend to end people. That and hamstring, but all the best to him for sure.
Yeah, he lives about 15 minutes from where I live. He's from this area, and that's been the talk of the town of Dak Prescott. It's he went through a lot, losing his brother, losing his mother, and now a freakish injury to end his season. So I mean, you suck because I mean your career can be in as soon as one play.
Yeah.
It looked like what happened to Odell Beckham too. It reminded me, like when I saw the pictures, that's what it reminded me of. And like, I mean, if Odell can come back from an injury like that, a guy that needs his feet and his ankles as much as anybody else in football, I gotta imagine that Dak will be back, and I'm sure he'll be welcome back. I doubt he's going to lose his, position in Dallas to Andy Dalton of all people.
I mean, if I'm being honest, and this is going to be terrible to say, but this is Jerry Jones's dream scenario. I mean, he was on pace. I think he was at 1,600 yards in his first 4 games, and I mean that's